Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw, and it's the go-home Raw before Money in the Bank. My name is JC Pentagon. It's about time we finally get this show going. Sami Zayn and LA Knight will sign the contract for their title match at Money in the Bank. New Catch Republic challenges the Power in the Tower for the WWE Tag Titles. Jade, Cargill, and Jordynne Grace take on the Secret Hervice ahead of Money in the Bank. And speaking of, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, and Wesley battle in a Money in the Bank qualifier, and Sheamus, Xavier Woods, and Damian have the final men's qualifier. And our main event before the contract signing, Penta defends the United States title against Axiom, Dragon Lee, and Axiom. But right now, we have a visitor. Chad Gable is out here. Gable qualified for Money in the Bank last week after Otis sacrificed himself when the Pentagon tried to come out and help Bronson Reed, who was also in the match. Gable has had his run-ins with LA Knight and some apologies, so now Chad has his own agenda. I have a few things I wish I could say right now about a lot of people, but I have to focus. Focus on Money in the Bank and focus on the men and women who have supported me to get there. LA Knight, I fully accept your apology and I wish you luck in taking the WWE Championship away from Sami Zayn, and maybe we can run it again when I win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Also, I heard he might be in the building tonight despite last week, but my number one guy, Otis, I cannot fathom why I deserve for you to put yourself in harm's way so I could qualify, but I am eternally grateful. Because of that act of selflessness, you have given me the chance to become what I've always said I can be. To Maxine, to Akira, to Omos, I hope you understand how much I appreciate your help and support and belief that I can be the WWE Champion and I can be the man to take down the Pentagon. At Money in the Bank, I will go through every ring of hell to go up every rung to kick heaven's door down with the Money in the Bank briefcase, because this just means more to me. What the hell? I don't have time for whatever mind games the Pentagon or anyone else wants to play. The show must go on, and it starts with two men who deserve every bit of their successes. Please welcome the tag team champions, the Power and the Tower. Chad Gable is correct, because right now it's time for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Akira Tozawa and Omos are defending tonight after being involved in the big brawl to close last week's Raw, which saw LA Knight taking down Sami Zayn with the big BFT. But tonight, they have a welcome surprise as they defend against New Catch Republic. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne have been berated by Gunther for weeks ever since the draft. They were very ready to start throwing hands with the ring general last week until he got them this tag title match. He's been trying to get them to do something meaningful for a week, so he's finally got it. Put those WWE tag titles to the sky. We are stacked and star-studded tonight, and I just had a dentist appointment, so if I sound a little odd, I'm gonna be, my mouth hurting a little bit, so I can't really open much. But we're still in here. Akira Tozawa and Omos are defending the Tag Team Championships tonight for the first time since winning their WrestleMania in a four-way. That included Motor City Machine Guns. Oh god, wait, it included Motor City, I'm messing up all the names right now. Motor City Machine Guns, the LWO, and Axiom. And look at Omos paying dividends. But this is quite similar because, oh god, Tyler Bate's trying to get a tag right now. Oh lord, not very much gonna work there. Omos is just stopping it. But both of these teams won fatal four-way tag team title matches at Mania in back-to-back years. It was New Catch Republic's first time teaming together because it was Tyler Bate's main roster debut. Speaking of, bravo, get in, Pete Dunne. No, Omos is able to dodge, and he's a little bit, he can move. He's smooth in this ring, and oh no, he can't even be taken down. Omos, look at him go. The power of the tower. No, God, look at this. Pete Dunne stacking him up here, finally able to get him on the ground. But Omos kicks out, but that's still an advantage for Pete. He poppins, as now he's popping off, going to fly. He's going to use his quickness. He's going to use his speed. He's going to use his joint manipulation as he was right there. Rolling up Omos. That's a big weight down there. No. Omos kicks out, but now on his knees, got Shining Wizard. Now Pete flying up again, but Tozawa throws him down. And now Omos taking advantage. Pete's going for a ride. They choke slam. Now into the corner we go, tagging in Akira Tozawa. The power of the tower working very well together. You know, sends him into the corner. Hold on a second. Tozawa going up there, trying to get Pete done and flying around. No, Pete able to dodge, sends off Tozawa. You know, sends him into the corner, going to tag in Tyler Bate. These two did have a quite lengthy reign with the World Tag Team Championships over on SmackDown, and now trying their damnedest. Spinny Boy, no, he missed it. Now Tozawa with a Saito suplex up on the top rope. Diving senton. May have taken Tyler Bate out. Akira Tozawa into the cover, but no Pete able to kick out. Man, I love how much Akira Tozawa's been able to show who he is. And now he's showing out. Off the middle rope he goes. No, Tyler caught him. Now tagging in Pete Dunne, that was a little aggressive. These two have had their problems with Gunther, as we know. But now trying to prove it to Gunther that they can do something meaningful with that X-Plex. Man went for the bitter end, but now roll up here from Tozawa. Might be in the ropes, but no. Pete able to kick out. Now Tozawa sends him into the corner, and now, whoa! Omos just sprung over. You kidding me? Double that back elbow. Oh, went for a kick, but no Pete able to dodge him. Now Pete wants out. Tagging in Tyler Bate. That's what you get for that aggressive tag. But Omos hanging him up there, and now hanging up Pete Dunne. Just gonna clean up house. New Catch Republic couldn't get themselves figured out, but then each other, and it looks like the Power and the Tower retain the tag team championships. Maybe if Tyler and Pete weren't so in their own head, were tagging each other out like this, didn't want all that smoke, maybe weren't prepared, because they haven't had a match of this importance in a while. Maybe what Gunther was talking about. Omos and Tozawa still run this tag team division. And now, oh God, Gunther's here. This cannot go well for either man. He's been at the brink of dealing with them his own way, as Tyler Bates now up to his feet. Now Tyler went to strike first, but got chopped. Got chopped his head fully off. I mean, Tyler went for it first, so it's kind of his fault. Gunther stand over Pete, but Pete's here. That's it. That's the last time you lay a hand on us without the bell ringing. Either fight us or leave us. You choose. I choose both. If you continue like this, not only will I beat you, but I will put you back into obscurity. I will give you one final chance to do something meaningful, and I will put you in the best possible scenario to succeed. You want to step up and lose to me once more, Bruiserweight? We can do it again at Money in the Bank. Whoa, that's a huge match for Money in the Bank to be made official. Gunther has that kind of pull, it seems. He's going one-on-one with Pete Dunne on pay-per-view, giving the Bruiserweight the biggest spotlight he can. Let's see if he proves himself right, I guess. So this could be it, right? I didn't think I'd be nostalgic about a team that wasn't supposed to exist. If one of us wins the United States Championship, Axiom most likely will be no more. And very much not fine. No matter what happens tonight, always remember, Lucha Libre is about family. Us and Penta all know this, so we go out there and show why Lucha Libre is the best wrestling in the world. I thought I didn't count because I was a kid before this. Maybe I was a little too harsh. Best of luck, amigo. Now it's time for our Money in the Bank qualifiers. Out comes him. Carmelo Hayes is a former Intercontinental Champion and King of the Ring in this universe mode, so he's feeling like taking a step up. He's had multiple world title matches and just had a match with John Cena at WrestleMania, so maybe this could be his next step as he takes on Wes Lee. Now Wes last week went up to Melo and told him about this match. Melo got scared thinking it could be Ron Killings, who has been haunting him for a bit, but the greatest United States champion is at it again, looking to take his next step up to the big time as they all take on Trick Williams, former main roster and NXT standout, now back on the roster on the red brand, and another man that Carmelo Hayes does not want to deal with. But Trick doesn't let that bother him. He believes he can be a world champion and a star in this company, so he's focused on getting to that world championship in quick fashion. Who qualifies for Money in the Bank? This Monday Night Raw roster is stacked, and we got some excellence coming here. Now look at Wes trying to pull the crucifix. He's getting me, trying to get out of here quick as hell. But yeah, Ron Killings is not getting a Money in the Bank qualifier. I don't know if he wants it. I don't know if he wants much other than to prove to Carmelo Hayes that he still got it. Unk still got it, and Wes still got a lot of kicks ready for everybody. But now Carmelo Hayes trying to get himself back in here. Obviously, we just listed his accomplishments. Many World Championship matches. Almost won the World Championship at the Survivor Series in that championship scramble. Speaking of people that almost won championships, Trick Williams did, or almost did, at Stand and Deliver, until it was Carmelo Hayes that stopped him from winning the NXT Championship. He just hit nothing but net, and we just moved on crazy style. It's going crazy. But Carmelo went for a clothesline, but Meteor from Wes. That sends Trick over. Super kick from Wes, though. Oh, no, Wes coming back here with the combinations. Are you kidding me? Set himself up, but no, Melo flying with a clothesline. Trick takes him down. Now sending him. Oh my God, huge spinning back kick. And now Trick sent him into the corner. No way, Trick Melo gang figured it out right now as Wes setting up here, trying to take these boys, trying to take Trick and Melo gang to the west side. But no, Trick getting him up for a power slam, but these two can't get along. For God's sake, they can't. A chair shot to Trick Williams, but Wesley's still flying around. Sends him into the corner. Oh God, Carmelo shuts that one down. Did they just both go for low blows? What? I have no idea, but Wesley's flying around, and oh God, there he is. The truth has set him free. You better put some respect on his name, but Ron wants Melo, but I don't think Trick wants help. I think Trick wants to deal with Melo himself. Ron's been trying to give him advice, but he doesn't want it. And now Wesley takes out both men. He sent Trick into Truth, and now Wes back in the ring. Nothing but net. That leg drop. And because of our Truth, Carmelo Hayes is going to Money in the Bank. He came out here to presumably cost Carmelo Hayes. He's been trying to give advice to Trick Willie, but Carmelo Hayes qualifies. He's joining Ilya, Alistair, Gable, and Ray Phoenix. That's a huge win for Carmelo Hayes. He needed that one, and it's kind of Ron's fault. And now he's staring a hole through Trick Willie. Are you kidding me? I'm so sorry to interrupt, guys, but I have something to say before I have somewhere to be. Last week I talked things out with my wife, and she was right once again. I need to find out who Seth Rollins is, but so does Cody Rhodes. Cody, I am challenging you to a match one-on-one at Money in the Bank. You bring your fake politician self, and I'll bring Seth freaking Rollins. Now, if you'll excuse me, I hope I didn't make too much of a scene. That's just what happens when you live in relevancy. Now, please, I have to go. I really do. Is that going to be made? Seth wants Cody at Money in the Bank? We got to get out of here quick. Akira, Omos, congratulations on your title defense and all your successes as a tag team. Thank you, Maxine. Otis, you good? As good as I can be. And we'll be better when Chad Gable wins Money in the Bank. Hey, should we all do this more often? I don't have a problem. What do we call it? The Old Faithful. The Alpha Babes. Since you call everyone Babe. Alpha Babes? Yeah, it makes sense to me. Yeah. Alpha Babes. Now it's time for a tag team match in the women's division. Some women's tag teams, maybe, possibly. The Storm has arrived on Raw, and she's got Money in the Bank coming up and another chance to get towards the championship. She has had so many opportunities and gotten so close to that. But tonight she teams with Jordynne Grace, who had an interaction with the women's U.S. champion, Nia Jax, last week. But now she ends up teaming with Jade Cargill again. This ain't the first time, but they said this will be the last because the Juggernaut always seems to end up close by with Jade. We don't know how or why, but tonight we know the reason as they take on the Secret Hervice, Piper Niven, and Zoe Stark. I hope Piper is doing well in the real world, but Chelsea Green's henchwomen have done their duty kind of well so far, despite not qualifying for Money in the Bank, but the women's champion offered them up to take care of Jade and Jordynne before either of them make it to Money in the Bank. So we'll see if that actually works. Women's tag action right now. just trying to get a feeler out on women's tag teams, and Jade Cargill's trying to get rid of Piper and Zoe before they can even be a tag team. Zoe Stark recently getting called up to the main roster. Piper Niven, I really hope you're doing well, but finally getting an opportunity in this universe world to show what she can do. She was in Money in the Bank a couple years back, but now she's on the winning side with their president, Chelsea Green. And now Jade Cargill trying to not to. I think Chelsea just threw in a kendo stick and she's getting distracted by Piper Niven. Jade Cargill is getting all sorts of out of whack right now, but look at Zoe Stark with that leg drop. Oh god, no, wait, it wasn't even a leg drop, don't worry about me. Jade Cargill now taking advantage, tagging in Jordynne Grace. Juggernaut sends her over, and now look at Jordynne go, calling her up. Oh, but Chelsea, again, she just came up to distract slightly, and that's all it took. A springboard from Zoe. Now sending in Piper Niven. Chelsea Green is just so distracting at all times in every stretch of the imagination, every way you thought. Like, it's just too much. When she's trying to yell, it's annoying. But it's anyway, Jordynne Grace is still working with that spine buster. No, went for something, but Piper able to move, and now sends her into the corner. Huge forearm. Another huge forearm, and a cannonball from Piper. Now she's going crazy. Jordynne Grace getting manhandled. You don't see that much into the cover, but Jade broke it up. I don't think Jordynne even needed it, but now she's gonna pay for it. That huge big Michinoku driver, but now Jordynne picking up Piper. You don't see that much either, but now Zoe in to break it up. She actually did need that one. Now tagging into Jade, and I don't know why the Storm is showing to the crowd. Maybe that's why, because the tagging to Zoe didn't even matter. But Chelsea Green is paying dividends again. The champion, the president, getting involved. And now Zoe tagging in Piper. They are just operating on all cylinders right now. I don't even know what that means. But now a crossbody, and Becky. Why is Becky Lynch here? She knows there's a problem with Jade Cargill. Nia Jax had an interruption with Jordynne Grace last week. The Women's United States Champions out here. Everybody is breaking down right now. Becky trying to go at Jade again. What? The Kabuki Warriors are taking out Bayley and Io Sky, the two women who qualified for Money in the Bank against them last week. What is happening? They've had their problems with Io and Bayley, and now taking them both out together. The Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi are here, and the Secret Hervice is going to take advantage. Michinoku to Jade. They took out Jordynne. Piper into the cover. Yes, they did it. The Secret Hervice wins their first match together, because Becky Lynch came out to presumably go after Jade Cargill. Nia Jax had a problem with Jordynne Grace. The Kabuki Warriors are brawling on the stage, probably still with Bayley and Io. But what a win! And just like I said, the green regime does it bigger and better. And we will do the same at Money in the Bank, because your women's champion and leader of this brand will not be missing such an important PLE. At Money in the Bank, I will be issuing the Chelsea Green Presidential Open Challenge for my WWE Women's Championship. And you all will bow down and salute to the red, white, and green. That's another huge match for Money in the Bank. Chelsea Green is willing to do a Presidential Open Challenge for her championship. That's a big, beautiful bout coming soon. I'm so sorry about that. Man, how do you get into this office? I know Kiana in there somewhere. I will drag her back out if she's feeling crazy. Frustrating, ain't it? Maybe instead of looking to every outside issue, look in your blood. You might get an answer. Who the hell keeps knocking on my door and putting caution tape around it? Anyway, you guys know who I am, but what you might not know is how much of a wrestler I actually am. I recently won not only the APW Tag Team Championships alongside Alexander Bishop, who sounds really familiar to me in this world, but that's besides the point. I also am the current APW Twitch Champion until I changed it to the YouTube Championship, because I only defend on YouTube. With that being said, at Money in the Bank, should we get the ball rolling? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Now is the last chance for the men to qualify on Monday Night Raw for the Money in the Bank ladder match as Damian Priest opens up. He's had a bit of opportunities when the strike happened last year and since he was traded to Raw, but with a briefcase opportunity at stake, it's time for the punishment to come out against Xavier Woods. Thank God for him, but last week he hosted a funeral for the New Day and brought out Ridge Holland of all people. It was insane, but this man broke up the New Day in a ladder match that he wasn't in, so imagine what he can do as a former world champion in his own match. This is his next chance to get back to that glory as they all take on Sheamus, another man who's had some prior glory. He challenged for the world title in the main event of the first WrestleMania, also a former tag team champion alongside Drew McIntyre before that blew up. So now the Celtic Warrior has a chance to get himself back in the conversation. Who qualifies for Money in the Bank? Alrighty, fellas, have you thanked God for a new day and for Xavier Woods? If you haven't, I need you to do it right now. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and all that stuff. Say it in the chat right now. If you're not saying it in the chat right now or the comments, then I don't want it, especially if he wins this match. If he wins, you gotta say it. But now, 10 beats got interrupted by Damian Priest throwing a kendo stick. Are you kidding me? And now Woods is trying to fire back in a second, but Sheamus is manhandling Damian Priest. You just don't do that. But now Woods is at a size disadvantage tonight. Oh my God! Oh, Sheamus! Banger after banger! But Woods is now breaking up team after team. Oh God, kneecapper though from Sheamus, but Damian getting him up here south of heaven. But a big foot, spinning forearm from Xavier Woods, not able to take Damian out for good. That one clocked him. But now Sheamus got Big Damian up. Celtic cross into the cover, but no, Xavier was able to break it up. Kamehameha, and now going up. Kendo stick don't phase you. Tight rope and limit break elbow. Big shot from Damian Priest. Big knee strike from Xavier Woods. It's all coming together. Double Irish curse to Damian Priest. And now, shout out to Chugs. Oh my goodness. I hope you're doing well, Adam Cole. Oh God, or the big disaster kick. Okay, look at the strength of Woods. Are you kidding me? No, Damian Priest got the teeth out and he's kicking everybody. And a broken arrow to Sheamus. Now, getting him up. Goose force out. The bro kick takes down both men. Damian Priest couldn't able to get all the south of heaven because the bro kick interrupted it. What? Ridge again! Ridge Holland came out for the New Day's funeral last week and now, oh my God! Just dropped it. What? Woods is back up. Backwoods. The roll up Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods is going to Money in the Bank because of Ridge Holland again. He brought out Ridge for the funeral and we thought he was a dick for it, but he actually had a reason. But Xavier Woods now got help from Ridge. The Steam Pig is on Raw, and Xavier Woods is in Money in the Bank. I have no words. I have no way to compute this, but you better thank Becky Lynch. You requested time? Because I've been disrespected for too long by Jade Cargill, by Jordynne Grace, by association. Nia Jax was there for some reason. Is that any way to treat the greatest women's wrestler in the history of the WWE? And it's not just me saying it. Other people say it too. Sports Illustrated says it. Bleacher Report says it. ESPN says it. The live premiere chat is saying it right now. I mean, seriously. Becky, man, where is your man? He left. Did he not make that clear? Okay, well, when he's done being relevant, tell him I accept his challenge for Money in the Bank, and that he is absolutely oh, wow, go cry me a river. You interrupted my interview time to talk about a goddamn man and not the man. I'm out of here. You're supposed to respect me because I am box office. I also have somewhere to be. It is getting heated on Raw to end off the road to Money in the Bank, so here's what got made official tonight. The updated men's Money in the Bank lineup is here after Xavier Woods and Carmelo Hayes qualified. More to find out on SmackDown. The women's lineup is almost complete as we have one more qualifier on SmackDown. Pete Dunne will have his most important match in eons as he collides with Gunther in an old rivalry renewed. Chelsea Green will issue a presidential open challenge for her WWE Women's Championship, and it's official. Seth Rollins will take on Cody Rhodes, and who will come out as their real self. And the main event is Sami Zayn defending against LA Knight, but will sign on that dotted line right after this match. It's a triple threat coming right now. Dragon Lee is out here for maybe the last night as a tag team with his former tag champion partner, as he had eyes on the prize singles championships. Always been a battle of who's seeing what with Axiom, but tonight's operation for Dragon is to take that U.S. title home as he takes on Axiom, a man who has had a lot of singles opportunities in NXT, but was called up to the main roster kind of by accident during the strike when him and Dragon Lee won the vacant tag titles. So now Axiom has to shift his focus as a luchador, which was called into question, towards singles gold as they all take on Penta, the current U.S. champion, won in a ladder match at WrestleMania, taking down his own brother and fellow luchador Rey Fenix in the process. But Lucha Libre is family, as said by Dragon Lee earlier. This is Penta's first request, and he got Draxium a #1 contenders match because he saw their passion, and also I think he wants to fix them. So a retention could do just that or backfire massively, put the U.S. title in the air. I need you all to strap in for this huge main event. 3 luchadors, 3 of the best on the roster, all going at it tonight. Draxium, maybe break it up, please don't. But now, Penta is feeling himself, but you better watch out because Axiom's got the kendo stick, but Penta's still not going to be able to take him down that easy. You kidding me? Now look at Penta, oh my god, with the backbreaker into the sling blade. He is firing right now. Springboard swanton out the gates, but Dragon Lee with a super kick. This is going to be pure lucha grabs. It is going to be fast paced. I need you to put your thinking caps on because you got a computer lock coming in. There's going to be so much information, so many crazy things happening. You're going to have to keep it all together. But now, after using the barricade, Penta's got him back in the ring, sending out Axiom, taking out both former tag team champions all at once, but a huge bicycle knee from Dragon. And now setting up maybe for Operation Dragon on his own tag partner. Into the cover, Penta getting up to his feet, able to break it up just before 3. But now look at Dragon go! And now these two are gonna have to team up maybe. They're teaming up on Penta, maybe trying to get it down to just themselves. Now the double suplex, and wait, they're going for their double team move. This splash into the leg drop. What? No! Axiom! With a hurricane run off the top. Dragon got sent onto Penta, now calling up for the golden ratio, but got spun around into a backstabber. But wait, Operation Dragon on Penta to win the championship. No, Axiom somehow alive to break that up. Are you kidding me? Everything's happening so fast. I told you to lock in. And now Axiom down on his feet. Wait, Penta flies in with a Mexican Destroyer! And now got Axiom in for the Penta driver stacked up. No, Dragon's somehow alive. I don't even know how. I don't think he knows how because he just got super kicked. And now he's gonna get, well, Seto Miedo is gonna get sacrificed by Penta. Went for the golden ratio, but hit Dragon. God damn it, that's all they do. They accidentally hit each other, but at least this time it makes sense. No, Axiom kicked out of that crucifix. Bicycle knee hits Axiom now. This is all Dragon's fault. He wanted this match, and now he feels maybe a little bit of remorse, but there's no time for that. Penta driver, this time Penta retains the United States Championship. Oh my goodness. I think Dragon Lee just showed a little bit of remorse. Earlier he thought he was too harsh, and now may have cost both of them the United States Championship. What a win for Penta. That is a way to be your first defense, and Dragon and Axiom, it's now or never. Penta has been the mediator. He saw their fire, and now it looks like Draxiom has chosen to stay together. They're no longer not just a tag team that doesn't like each other. Maybe time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's the Wyatts. The Wyatts are back. Joe Gacy just sent Dragon to the upside down. Dexter Lumis is part of this group now. We heard a couple weeks back, Eric Rowan's here. And just as Lucha Libre was becoming family, like they said, family is nothing without the Wyatt Six around. Gacy, Loomis, and Rowan taking out all the luchadors. Draxium just figured themselves out, but it was too little, too late, as Uncle Howdy with Nikki Cross just recently added this as well. A new look Wyatt Six, as now Nikki is getting herself involved, flying in on Penta. And now Uncle Howdy, former WWE champion, taking out the United States champion, Penta. Uncle Howdy with his sister Abigail. Nikki Cross is here. Lucha Libre's family, huh? It's family, huh? You can't even think about it with the Wyatts here. They're back. It's been a minute, but they're back, and they're here for good. Now let's sign on the dotted line. LA Knight, is out here to make his title match official. He was given a chance at joining the Polygon last week. We have no idea what's going on there, but we know where his morals stand, as he will have to go face to face with Sami Zayn, the current WWE champion who backstabbed the world to join Jake Pentagon's side and the Polygon. Got dropped on his stack of necks he calls a dime with that BFT in the middle of the ring. So let's see how far this goes. Contract signings always go well, and they didn't even get a mediator. Let's go. Offer still stands. Don't start with that. It's gonna end with that. No, don't come here with that bullshit again, trying to get me to sell out when you haven't been given your cash out. You're WWE champion, but do you feel like it? You have lost your dignity, your manhood, and everybody you've ever loved. Hell, you even put poor Khadijah in the way at Money in the Bank last year, and then you go inside with them? Why would I be you? Because you feel the need to justify it? Listen to yourself. If you weren't considering it, you would have dropped me again and put me through this table. But you won't do that. You won't do that because you know if you do, the match is off. And you know if you do, then I am right. Do you know what I'm willing to do to show my loyalty to this company, to the Polygon, and to you? Ask me, Sean. Don't Sean me. I will drag you right back to being generic again. You better put the mask back on before I force you to hide yourself. Ask me. Okay, what? What are you willing to do? Lose. I'm willing to lose the WWE Championship to show you how serious I am about you joining us. Okay, I'm not buying into this cultish behavior. If I'm gonna win, it's gonna be on my own terms. Oh, but it won't be, so you might as well give in now. That's gonna eat up at you, Sean, that you spent all that time defending my situation, relating to my struggle, to turning against it when I decided to do what's best for my family and to get out of that struggle. You turned against that. Now you regret ever empathizing with me, but I don't hold that grudge. I'm repaying you that favor. And you know your end game is with the WWE Championship. It's about how you choose to get there. I should really slap you silly for calling me Sean again, but I know what's at stake, and I know what I've got in my back pocket. So sign the contract. This match is still on. Fine. I'll sign it. But you can't keep running away from it. I'm glad you did sign, because now you actually can't run away from it. In this contract, I got it through your little assistant's checker that the Polygon is banned from interfering. You don't have anybody. No Pentagon, no Lungu, no JC, no Bronson, no Kiana, and you've already lost everybody else in your life, so you have only yourself to blame when I earn that championship at Money in the Bank. Okay, I'll admit you got me there. But you really think Kiana wouldn't see that? How many coincidences until it's not a coincidence? I'll remind you again, you were traded over, you were helped at WrestleMania, you were helped against Chad, and now your stipulation made it through. If you don't get it, that's on you. But it's perfectly fine. I don't need them. They're busy anyway, following through on a different plan. Oh my god! Chad Gable's being taken out in the parking lot by the Polygon! JC Mateo just threw him off an operating rig or something, and a Bronson raid is getting involved! Chad Gable's hurt. Like really hurt. We might need an ambulance. Looks like a spot in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match just opened up. What? Chad Gable is gonna be out because of that, but now he won't make it to Money in the Bank? That's terrible, but that's all the time we have. See you for NXT.